Why do we dream? Psychologists have always wondered what the function of dreaming is, and if there is a function at all, or if it's just all random. So, whether you can remember all the details of your dreams, or you can barely remember what you have dreamed in your REM sleep phase, this video might be very interesting for you. I will be breaking down some of the 4 most popular theories in psychology that try to explain why we dream at night. Let's start with theory number 1. It's called the activation synthesis theory. This theory was proposed by 2 researchers, Alan Hobson and Robert McCarley, in the 1970s. The idea is that as we go through our day, our brain takes in a ton of information: conversation, sights, sounds, emotions, all of these information. And at night, when we're sleeping, parts of our brain are still active and they're processing all of the memories, all of the experiences that we made in our day. According to the activation synthesis theory, our brains basically take the random bits of memory that we collected in our dreams and activate them again while we're in the state of sleeping. But here's a little twist: these memories and feelings don't come back exactly as we experience them. Instead, the brain kind of synthesizes them into new dreamlike stories. So while part of what you dream you can really connect it to experience in reality, but other parts are kind of random and have elements of fantasy. So if you had a weird dream that seemed like a mashup of your school, your friends, and maybe even something random like a giant dog or a rainbow, this theory would just say that it's your brain reworking the day's events into a strange new storyline. It's like our mind's way to reorganize all the information that we collected in this day. The second theory is the wish fulfillment theory. The founding father of this theory is, of course, Freud, and according to Sigmund Freud, the famous psychiatrist and father of the psychoanalytics, dreams give us a way to live out desires and wishes that we might not be able to express in our real life. When we're asleep, our unconscious might finally get a chance to release these hidden needs and feelings that we're just not able to express in our real life. Freud suggested that some of these needs might be too taboo or just impractical to express them during the day. Maybe because our society forbids to express these desires, or other people might judge us and we might feel weird. So during the day, our conscious us represses these desires to make us fit into the society. For example, maybe you had a dream where you said or did something that you would never do in reality. Freud would argue that this is your mind's way of satisfying needs that have been repressed by you in your everyday life. It means that you push down certain desires or ignore them on purpose to fit in and to don't stand out of the crowd. According to Freud, people might have dreams that let them experience certain fantasies that don't get addressed during the waking hours. It's like our minds create a safe space to explore all the things that we're not dealing with while being awake. Theory number 3, the day residue theory. Now let's talk about something called the day residue theory. This one is pretty simple and might feel relatable if you have ever dreamt about something that happened recently, like a specific person, a place, or event from the day. According to this theory, we basically dream to replay what we just experienced in waking life. The term day residue refers to the leftover images, thoughts, and feelings from the day that find their way into our dreams. Imagine you have spent all day studying with your friends, and this theory would say that when you go to sleep, your brain is likely to reflect on these same things. So if you dream about sitting in class or having another conversation with your friend, it's just your brain running a mental recapitulation of what you have experienced on this day. And theory number 4, also very interesting, and for me it definitely makes sense from my personal experience. It's the emotion regulation theory. This theory suggests that dreaming is actually super important for our emotional health. Throughout the day, we all go through experiences that make us feel different emotions. Sometimes they're very intense, sometimes more subtle. But when those feelings are really strong, our brains might need a little extra time to process them. According to the emotion regulation theory, dreaming helps us to work through the emotion we experienced during that day. For example, if you had a very stressful experience or something really embarrassing happened to you, dreaming about it can help your brain to smooth it out and to be less affected by those feelings the next day. The same applies to an argument you might have with another person. Maybe you wake up in the next day and you feel much more lighter about what have happened and it doesn't affect you so much. So you might still remember what happened, but it won't feel as intense or overwhelming anymore. Essentially, this theory is like an emotional spring cleaning. By processing difficult or heavy emotions in our dreams, our brains can help us wake up feeling lighter and ready to face new emotions in that day. Why do we dream? Honestly, each of these theories has something interesting to offer, and maybe for different experiences, these different theories apply. But in the end, there is no absolute answer. Maybe our dreams help us to just organize memories or fulfill hidden needs, replay daily experiences, or even regulate intense emotions. And for sure, it's just a mix of them. Dreaming is still one of psychology's big mysteries. It's clear that our mind actually never goes to sleep and is still working in the background to process everything that happened. Thank you so much for watching and have sweet dreams. Let me know what you think about this video in the comments and which theory is most plausible for you. Bye bye.